WBAY TV, your first alert station. Action 2 News This Morning live stream starts now.
Oh, it's finally Friday. Great to have you here with our bonus edition on our live stream of Action 2 News This Morning. I'm Tammy Elliott.
And I'm Emerson Lehman. And as Tammy said, it's our bonus edition,
Yes.
An extra 15 to 20 minutes or so of all the news that we've been covering today. And we're going to start with a story that we've been following all week. In about an hour, the trial for Anthony Gonzalez will be resuming this morning in Sturgeon Bay.
Yeah, we've been following this, and he is accused of starting a deadly fire that burned down Butch's Bar in Sturgeon Bay. That was 2 years ago. Kristen Allen is joining us live there in Sturgeon Bay this morning. So what's expected to happen in court today, Kristen?
Well, yesterday, the state rested its case and the defense started calling witnesses to the stand to testify. So that will continue today. The defense will continue calling more witnesses to the stand. This trial is expected to go into next week. We're not exactly sure yet, though, what witnesses the defense may be calling today.
And Kristen, what did the state focus on yesterday as it was wrapping up its case?
Well, the prosecution was focused on the state investigators who had the task of trying to figure out where the fire started inside of Butch's Bar, the building that also had the apartment units on top, and what caused it. And even though Anthony Gonzalez was on video telling investigators that he himself accidentally started the fire in his room, they still have to go through and verify those statements using evidence and interviewing other people. And one of the investigators who testified said that they were able to trace the fire back to starting in Gonzalez's room, but they classified the cause of the fire is undetermined. And one of those reasons is that there was a lot of damage to the building. It was burned down, it was unstable, it was not safe for investigators to go into, and there was a lot of focus also on how they were going to be able to safely remove the bodies of the two people who died, and it took them several days just to be able to do that. So we'll expect to hear more on that today and see where that takes us in this testimony today.
Kristen, thank you. And we've been live streaming that trial as well, so we'll continue covering that for you and have all the latest tonight on Action 2 News.
Time now for a look at the weather. And when we've been coming over to you this week, Steve, really the past couple weeks, we've seen pink, white, all kinds of colors on the radar. We're seeing some green now.
Listen, I could use different colors in the crayon box. I really can.
You're a man of many talents.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Yeah, we broke out the green colors here. This is all rain on First Alert, Viper Max, and most of it really is just a hard drizzle. I actually just peeked out the back door of the TV station, and I could feel it hit my glasses. And if you wear glasses, you know how annoying that is, you know. But the rain's a little bit heavier, not by much, but you know, I'm kind of splitting hairs here, but it's a little bit heavier in the valley where you see that darker green color there, and also in the portions of Door County and up along Highway 64. But I would expect this light rain to continue as it comes in from the southwest. See how the rain kind of curls back here? Do you see that? There's a circulation of low pressure, and that's going to push that rain into northeast Wisconsin. And on the fringes of it, we've seen a little bit of pink, and that's where we could see some mixed precipitation at times. So I'm looking for some occasional rain. There might be a little bit of some wet snow mixed in around and after sunset. Not as foggy because the rain is falling through this atmosphere. And we'll see highs right around 37 degrees.
So weird to have to say maybe we need an umbrella in January, isn't it? I mean, and I'm thinking about like people who want to go out and ice fish too, and it's just the conditions, everything's just not very winter-like.
Because it's been so warm, we've got temperatures above freezing, we're melting a lot of that snow and ice, and it's really not a great thing for those people who want to get involved with that sort of stuff. First Alert Pinpoint Predictor has high temperatures getting up into the upper 30s. You know, we should be around 25. But we're at least a dozen degrees warmer than normal. And of course, all that melting snow just puts more moisture in the atmosphere. You can see the rain just continues for much of today. Now, look what happens, Tammy and Emerson. Late in the day, northwest the Fox Valley, a switch over to some wet snow. That'll try to push into the valley as we go towards this evening. But we're only expecting just some minor slushy accumulations, if that even materializes at all.
It's been crazy to we had that big blizzard that was 2 weeks ago today. And now you see all the snowpack just disappearing every time you kind of go out, and looking at the 7-day, it looks like that's just going to continue to happen, Steve.
We're losing about an inch of our snow depth each day. And that's probably going to continue as we go into the weekend and next week with these high temperatures at and above freezing. The weekend looks mostly cloudy. Tomorrow morning we may have some areas of freezing fog. I'm a little concerned about that. But I don't want to paint all doom and gloom for your weekend, because we've got some fun events going on. This evening, Frenzy on the Fox, downtown Green Bay. It's a run, walk, and bike event. Yeah, there's going to be some showers, maybe some wet snowflakes, but it won't be all that cold. We'll be right around 35 degrees. I expect similar temperatures for the bird watchers heading to see the eagles at Thousand Island Eagle Days in Kaukauna. Fog and clouds, temperatures in the mid-30s. And this is going to be right up your alley there, Emerson. You should go to Hortonville.
Yes.
Snowmobile and ATV races. This is all put on by the Outagamie Conservation Club in the mid-30s. It'll be a little bit cloudy and a little bit foggy, but I hope that people can enjoy the snow that they've got while it's still out there.
Got to take what we can get.
Yes,
right?
we'll
Yes,
do.
that's all you can do.
Love those events. Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
The rain's not all bad, though. Catherine's joining us, First Alert Traffic. And Catherine, there's some positives with the rain too, right?
Yeah. What do you guys think about rain?
Right now.
Thumbs up, thumbs down?
On a Friday, not great.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
love
not usually a fan of rain either. But like you said, Emerson, there are a couple of positive things about it. And Steve was talking about this earlier during Action 2 News this morning. When this rain comes, it can kind of like wash away the fog, essentially. So we have some fog in some spots on roads, but it's not nearly as widespread as it was the past couple of days. So I'm really glad about that. Then the other thing, you know how we've been dealing with like these narrowed lanes and big piles of snow maybe for some people at the end of your driveway. This rain is helping to melt that a little bit, so we might get a little more elbow room on the roads there. You can see it's wet pavement here, I-41 at Mason Street on the west side of Green Bay. The not great thing about rain, of course, is that it is still slippery, not as slippery as ice and snow, but remember, you don't want to use your cruise control. You want to increase that following distance. Definitely flip on your headlights. And remember, even though most places are wet, there are a few slippery spots, like the DOT is saying 57 up through Bailey's Harbor in Door County, a couple spots in Brown County, 54, and Highway 96 as well. Those are a little bit slippery too. And then down Sheboygan County, that you could see a slick spot here or there.
I had a slick spot on my way into work, and I kind of wasn't expecting it, but that temperature, it's just hovering. So yeah, just gotta be careful. All right, thanks, Catherine.
We're going to check in with Emily Roberts now, who's live in our newsroom this morning, talking about new research with dementia and Alzheimer's, and more people continuing to seeing it in our area. Let's check in with Emily here. Emily, what are the researchers seeing? You talked with a group in the Fox Valley area.
Right, I spoke with the Fox Valley Memory Project about some new numbers we're learning from the Alzheimer's Association. So the association says more than 110,000 people in Wisconsin right here at home over the age of 65 have Alzheimer's right now. They also say that by 2060, that number could more than double if there isn't a medical breakthrough. And the association is also giving us a closer look at these numbers really close to home here in our neighborhoods. They say that they made a ranking. They listed all of the counties in the state, put them in the order of the highest percentages of folks over 65 with Alzheimer's or dementia. So we're learning that Waupaca County actually is number 6. They're at about 10.9%. And then that's followed by Kewaunee County, number 9, and Winnebago County, number 13. So many more after that. So this is really giving us a snapshot of what Alzheimer's and dementia looks like in our area right now.
Yeah, so important to have this conversation. I mean, we've done many more stories recently about it. I know you've talked about it. And really to know that there are programs at home and, here in our area that can help people. I mean, it's just so critical for family members that it's we can't say enough about that and how programs like that in the Fox Valley are helping.
Right, and people are really starting to notice these resources that are out there. The executive director of the Fox Valley Memory Project tells me that, back when he first started back in 2019, I believe they'd get, maybe 1-2 calls a week from families who were looking for some help, some advice, maybe they had some questions. But now he says they're getting multiple calls a day. So people are learning what's out there, and they really want to get involved here. This offers a sense of community, not just for people living with Alzheimer's, but their caregivers. I mentioned that number by 2060, this could more than double. And of course, that means there's going to be more caregivers also having to adjust to this. So Fox Valley Memory Project is just one organization offering so many programs, including things like memory cafes, education for first responders so they can communicate effectively if they walk into a situation with someone experiencing Alzheimer's, something called MindWorks, and there's some really cool examples with MindWorks. Actually, it's meant to be both physically and mentally stimulating. So the executive director gave me a really awesome example. He said they had more of a music focused one with an Elvis impersonator and a couple experiencing Alzheimer's. You know, they heard a song, it triggered something, and then they both got up and danced, and they used to own a dance studio, so that was really special for them. You know, just one example of the amazing work that's happening in the Fox cities and Northeast Wisconsin.
Yeah, music triggering that memory. All right. So thanks for sharing that story. Just so important. We appreciate it, Emily. All right, we're talking now with Aisha, First Alert Safety Desk, and this kind of came up in the news, and we're talking about laundry pods and how they're dangerous, and we've had this discussion before with kids.
Yeah, we have. I mean, it was a few years ago where I noticed, oh, these are locked now because we have them at home.
Sure.
The covers on the
and you know, we
containers.
saw those stories come out with the younger kiddos, but I guess this new research is going a little bit further into the fact that it's older kids. We talked about the social media challenges.
Yeah, the Tide Pod challenge and all that stuff.
And even older people too. So this kind of like brought, I was really interested in bringing this forward to everybody today. So there's a doctor, I'm going to look it down at my notes here. His name is Christopher Gaw. He's with the Nationwide Children's Hospital. He's a senior author in the study that I was looking at this morning. So recently, the researchers, they looked into a period of time. This was January 2014 and December of 22. And even though they were seeing some declines in all of this, unfortunately, they were still seeing it as a major problem across the country. They were getting 36,000 calls to the Poison Control Center across the country within that time period. And again, not just younger kiddos, but older kids with those social media challenges. And then also, this is just wild. I did not know anything about this, the fact that older adults, maybe with cognitive declines like Alzheimer's, speaking of Alzheimer's, a lot of them may mistaken them for food because they do look like candy.
And you see the video right there, like it could be a piece of candy or like even like a Jello type packet, like it can be
like a stress
confusing.
ball type
exactly,
of thing,
something
right?
like that. And for like you said, the younger kids that see it, they don't know any better.
Exactly. So the doctor was pretty interesting. I think we have a quick part of his interview right here.
Despite all of these public health and industry efforts, we're still seeing many people of all ages being exposed to these laundry detergent packets.
So with the fact that this is still happening, a lot of people, a lot of doctors and safety officials are hoping that they can put in a little bit more effort into their product safety, maybe policy changes out there too. So all really important stuff.
Keeping us up to date.
And you saw in the video there too, like just even hiding it back in the back corner of the pantry or the laundry room, just any small thing like that can help.
You know, it's really popular too is like on TikTok and Instagram, people are doing those really cool organizational things in their laundry rooms or wherever. And a lot of people are putting them in these clear containers to make them look cool, but they really urge you to keep them in those original containers because they're locked, because they are much more safe than those containers.
Yes. Okay, so before we go,
you have to stay here.
Oh, okay.
Look at this. It is a big day. We're celebrating a birthday with our friend Aisha. We're so happy for you.
Birthdays don't happen without treats, right?
Thank you guys.
We
love birthdays here.
Cupcake.
Steve's gonna join as well. We'll get tight.
Wait, what happened to the Star Wars stuff we were going to talk about?
I don't know.
We're talking about
Star Wars.
birthdays.
I was bamboo.
You're our Star Wars talking about.
There we go.
Oh my gosh, look at those. Thank you.
You can't eat these, but you can eat those.
Yeah.
You can have all six
I love
if you
it.
want.
Free,
All of them.
Gluten-free version.
All for you.
I love it.
Okay,
Thank you guys so much.
I love the fact that you said it's so fun to celebrate a birthday on a Friday. It's just perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
isn't it?
Friday vibes, birthday vibes. Can go home and sleep. That's really my birthday wish. I need a big nap.
For us, like
Yeah.
a nap is the most
Big deal.
delightful thing we can do.
It's the greatest birthday present. Thank you guys.
Do you have any
birthday
fun
to you.
plans that you want to
dinner
share
with family and friends.
Nice.
you know,
Your
some
family
adult
had such
beverages.
a nice message that they
Yeah,
sent as well.
I know, that was really sweet.
That was really nice. Really
We've
sweet.
had a lot of January birthdays at the house, so we've just been nonstop celebrating.
Go,
this
go, go.
month. Yeah.
Fun way to start the new
Yeah.
year.
And the fun thing that we do, so we have our birthday club at the end of our show every day, you know, and we try to hide it. So we put this in there, Anna birthday club. We had Anna in there, like, you know, and
Yeah.
nothing in there, like, oh yeah, there's this person Anna.
I
who's gonna
didn't
remember-
figure it out.
Yeah,
at all.
and so then we're sneaking the birthday wishes in there at the
Yeah.
very end.
Hopefully
Very
the person,
sweet.
person who has the birthday isn't sifting through the birthday club trying to find, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
you
They're
know.
so
What are they
good.
going to say about me? Yeah.
I haven't. I mean,
Go
I did
for
have
it.
some breakfast. 7:20 in the morning. You can have a
Listen, it's a
You have to.
birthday
It's a
with
birthday
icing
day.
on it.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good way to
Absolutely.
look at
Go
it.
for it.
And for us, we know it's all out of whack. Like
It is.
7:30 is lunchtime, really.
Yeah. So I
We'll let
appreciate
you,
you guys.
we'll let you unwrap that and get going because we want to show this story as well right before we go. It's the inventor behind Disney's live-action lightsaber being honored. It's the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Larry Smoot is his name. There's the lightsaber here. But the thing we really want to show you is this fun video that we have here. So take a look at this.
Oh, my
man.
goodness. You remember that?
Go back.
Oh my gosh.
To Friday flashback.
This is crazy, Steve. How
Look
long
at those
ago?
That's
moves you
Tammy
have,
and Steve
Tammy.
right there.
Right.
Tammy, you are so agile.
Now
Look
she,
at you.
Tammy's the Jedi. I'm the Sith because I've got
The
the red
red, yeah.
sword. the
And
red
this wasn't
lightsaber.
choreographed or anything. This was just
No,
you guys.
oh my
God, look at your job.
We just winging it.
Yeah, we just.
Wow.
All right,
I'm
I gotta
impressed.
get my tablet.
Is
I gotta
this
get-
crazy? Every time we have a story about lightsabers, somebody wants to show this video.
And that was before our set. People might notice a little bit of
Yeah,
a
it's
difference
kinda-
there.
Yeah,
the older
older.
set,
Older
huh?
set, right.
Wow.
If there's a new Star Wars movie, I know who they need to call for the
Yeah.
the
These
fight
guys.
scene.
Those
These
are my
two are ready.
kids' lightsabers.
Do you remember how many years ago we shot that?
I have no idea.
I don't know if I could do that anymore.
9.
No
Brad
way.
told us
9
I don't know if I
9
can
years.
do that anymore. I'm getting old.
9 years. Oh, it was Brad's first year with us. Brad, our director.
Incredible.
He's like, I don't want to do that now.
Wow.
That's a fun way to end. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you
Yes, happy
guys.
You
birthday.
bet.
Enjoy
Munching
your
on the
birthday
cupcake.
weekend.
And take some home with you, too.
Oh.
1 minute.
All right, so we are going to let our crew here get ready for their GMA cut-in, and you get to see us behind the scenes. And make sure you
And
send
see the-
Aisha happy
the
birthday
boxes
wishes
that we
on social
stand
media.
on.
Thank
All the birthday
They
wishes.
actually look the right height.
Really good.
Cheers.
Make it a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday.